Are you listening?
Welcome to another episode of the Nerf Report, your go-to source for all of the week's gaming news, nerfed down into one show once a week, so you can worry less about reading the news and get back to playing those video games, like Ape Out. In fact, I'm playing Ape Out right now, and we probably should say, like, hashtag not an ad, unless, you know, Devolver, if you want to hook a host up, because help me, I'm poor. And of course, on this week's episode, prepare yourselves, make sure you're sitting down, we're getting a brand new Pokemon game. So we dive headfirst into this week's announcement to give you all the pokey details that your Pokemon training heart can handle. But before we talk about any of that, here are your top headlines. Apex Legends. Just when you thought that the world's newest Battle Royale game was on its way toward complete and utter domination, a familiar face from our Battle Royale past popped up to say, hey! Fortnite. That's right, Fortnite Season 8 launched this week, and for many gamers, Season 8 is like when your ex sees you with your newer, much hotter girlfriend and is like, oh hell nah. Season 8 marks the arrival of pirates, ninjas, and banana people to the world of Fortnite, along with a mysterious volcano that is added to the first time lava to the map of Fortnite. And of course, with any new season of Fortnite, it means we're getting a brand new battle pass, which features 100 tiers of unique cosmetics to unlock, including new wraps, new pets, new emotes, and much more. In fact, anyone who buys the Battle Pass will also unlock the new Blackheart and Hybrid skin, and anyone who purchases the Battle Bundle will automatically unlock the Sidewinder skin. And new to Season 8 of Fortnite is the Party Assist feature, in which you can assign daily or weekly challenges to receive assistance from your squad while playing Fortnite. You can buy the Season 8 Battle Pass right now for 950 V-Bucks on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and mobile devices. Also this week, Red Dead Redemption 2, or as my wife adorably calls it,
Red Dead Redemption?
That's right, Red Dead Redemption 2 was in the news this week as Rockstar Games has announced the largest update to ever come to its online service, Red Dead Online. The latest update includes new gameplay modes like Fool's Gold, where players compete to control equal parts of the golden armor. Each player that you defeat, you immediately claim their piece of armor, gain an entire set, and become the invincible Golden Man. Because Iron Man was already taken, you know, by Anthem. The latest update also brings new weapons to Red Dead Online, like the high-capacity Evans Repeater and the rare shotgun. But that's not all. Rockstar has also added new clothing and emotes for players to buy. Well, it seems that 'tis the season for new updates, and next week, Destiny 2 is about to launch its latest update with the Season of the Drifter. The Season of the Drifter is the latest update to come to Destiny 2. The update features new Gambit maps, exotic quests, power level increases, and new triumphs. Along with the update, Destiny 2 annual pass holders can look forward to new modes including Gambit Prime and The Reckoning. Gambit Prime is a new take on the traditional Gambit mode, in which each Guardians take on specific roles like Reapers, Invaders, Collectors, and Sentries. Reapers kill everything in their way. Invaders invade the opposing team's map. Collectors focus on grabbing as many motes as possible, and the Sentries focus on protecting your mote bank along with defeating any opposing invaders. Each role has its own unique shader and armor that Guardians can unlock during gameplay. In The Reckoning, Guardians must compete in new challenges presented to you by the Nine. Guardians must survive countless waves of enemies in order to unlock new armors, new perks, and new weapons. And finally, speaking of defeating aliens on distant planets while wearing rad armor, Halo was in the news this week. And with the launch of Halo Infinite quickly approaching, IGN sat down with the head of 343 Industries to talk about the development of Halo Infinite. During the interview, Bonnie Ross, the head of 343 Industries, referred to Halo Infinite as a spiritual reboot for the franchise. In response to how the game might differ from previous entries, Ross said there's been a lot of introspective time to really reflect on what we've done at 343. Where have we made mistakes? Where have we hit it right? Maybe it took us 2 games to get there, and I think we've done good things and bad things, but what does Halo mean to us? It's about hope and wonder and heroism and humanity and community and bringing a community together. That's what that trailer is, and that's what we want to do. Now, in regards to the speculation that Halo Infinite might be a next-gen console launch title in 2020, Ross reassured gamers saying, "We've learned so much as an industry, that it is important as a first party that we need to have a good portfolio. But games also need to be great games, or it doesn't matter. So if you were to choose to launch a title with a platform just to hit that versus having a good game, I think we would make sure we've got a great game."
Now for something completely different. Yeah.
Pokemon. My generation's Fortnite. If I wasn't sneaking my Game Boy to school, I was bringing a binder full of Pokemon cards to battle and trade with friends. So this week, when Nintendo announced a Pokemon Direct to review the next Pokemon game coming to the Nintendo Switch, I responded as any child of the 90s would've. During the 7-minute Direct, Tsunekatsu Ishihara, the president and CEO of the Pokemon Company, introduced the latest journey that trainers will set out on, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. The new games mark the first core RPG edition of Pokemon to arrive on the Nintendo Switch. Sword and Shield feature improved 3D graphics, a large expansive open world, a new region, and a new generation of Pokemon. So do I make the check out Ishihara or Nintendo? According to Nintendo, Sword and Shield will take place in the Galar region, with countrysides, contemporary cities, vast plains, and craggy snow-covered mountains for the trainers to explore. The region of Galar is unique as it is the first region that Pokemon and humans work together to develop the region's top industries. But I hear you, the most important question of any new generation isn't the GDP of a Poke region, it's where, oh, where are my starter Pokemon? In Pokemon Sword and Shield, trainers can choose from the Grass Chimp Grookey, the Fire Rabbit Scorbunny, and the Water Lizard Sobble, which I think the obvious answer here is Grookey, but I'm also the guy that chose Bulbasaur. I still haven't lived that down yet. Now, if you had any concerns following the release of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Junichi Masada, the producer of Sword and Shield, reassured gamers by saying, "For the veteran Pokemon trainers who have experienced so many adventures with us up until now, for the new trainer who held a Pokeball for the first time in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu game, or the Pokemon Let's Go Eevee game, and for all of those out there looking to become a Pokemon trainer for the first time. These games will be new entries in the Pokemon series, role-playing games that will get any player fired up and excited." Now, Nintendo didn't reveal any additional Generation A Pokemon, but we did get to see a few familiar faces. Pokemon like Pikachu, Minccino, Hoot, Grubbin, Flygon, Wailmer, Lucario, Tyranitar, and Munchlax. Now, Nintendo did tease more Pokemon-related announcements outside of Sword and Shield for 2019, and I'm just going to say that if you introduce Pokemon Let's Go Silver and Gold, I'm 100% in. But the most important news to come out of the Direct is that Pokemon Sword and Shield will be releasing worldwide in late 2019. And finally for this week, we come to that noise, of course, signifies that we are running out of time and coming close to the end of the show. So in order to cover all the week's remaining news, we must initiate a segment that I like to call Every single week we have so much news to talk about and so little time to do it. So we take all the week's remaining news, put 60 seconds on the clock, and try to cover it as fast as humanly possible without running out of breath, passing out, or dying. Which it was brought to my attention that some of you in the audience want to see me fail at this segment. But news alert, I've done this 66 times in a row and have not failed yet. Here goes 67. So with that in mind, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. Thunder noise! And go. The PEGI Review Board has leaked an upcoming game, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. IGN just launched their brand new Alien Isolation digital series, which is fantastic. Check it out. Fortnite now has a ping system, just like Apex does, and that's really interesting. Resident Evil 0, 1, and 4 are coming to the Nintendo Switch, but prepare yourself, you're going to be paying a much higher price for them. We're getting a first look at EA's Jedi Fallen Order at the Star Wars Celebration on April 15th. Overwatch has a brand new hero. Skybound has pulled the Walking Dead license from Overkill, who was making their most recent Walking Dead game, which I'm actually kind of bummed about. That game looked really promising. Pauline is coming to Mario Tennis. Johnny Cage is coming to Mortal Kombat 11. And Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, big news about Kingdom Hearts 3. We found out this week that they are getting DLC, which honestly, what are you going to do? Charge me for Star Wars World? Actually, I would pay a ton for Star Wars World. That is it for Nerfed in 60 seconds, and that is it for this week's episode of the show. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and please share it with your friends. As always, my name is Bryant Chappel. You are you, and this has been the Nerf Report. Thanks for watching.